going to show you how to do this. Beautiful. You can see, I don't even know if that's focused. I can't see the camera from here. It's like a really deep, bad cut on the side of your hand. It's got hair in it. Yeah. And you can see your bone joints through there. Just got it on my hand. So it looks really disgusting. And I just went downstairs to show my mum and dad this, and then we got a phone call, and it turned out that my sister's dogs just had puppies. So they've had to run out, and I was like, can I come? But I couldn't go because I've got this on my hand, and they wouldn't let me go in the car with it on my hand because I'd get it everywhere. So I couldn't go because of this. But it'll be cool because I can just show everyone. I'll be like, hello! I should go to Tesco or something with my hand like this, and it'd be like,
I'm starting off with a liquid latex that's flesh coloured, and I'm applying that to my hand with a brush. You have to use a brush that you're prepared to be ruined, because I couldn't get the latex off the brush, so I just used the same one over and over because I don't mind this one being wrecked. When you've applied the latex to where you want the cut to be, then you have to wait for it to thoroughly dry until you can go on to the next step. Once the latex is dry, I'm separating a 2-ply toilet paper to use. And then I rip it in half, and I start folding that in half and then half again. Then I am applying latex around the latex markings which we have already allowed to dry. You do have to work quite quick with this step, as you want the latex to still be tacky when you come to apply the paper to it. I'm sticking the folded side, which is the thickest side, towards the inner part of the cut, so then I can blend out the thinner bit on the outside into my own skin. Then applying the latex over the top of the toilet paper which we've just stuck down, and then onto the skin around it so we can start to blend it in. Then we're doing exactly the same for the other side of the cut.
Anger has a place in all of this. In all of this. Anger has a place in all of this. Anger has a place in all of this.
What I'm doing here is I'm pulling up the edges of the toilet paper that we've just stuck down and pulling at them, and using tweezers where necessary to make it look really messy and chopped up.
Anger has a place in all of this.
Then once you've finished with the latex, you have to wait for that step to completely dry once again. Then I'm using a pressed powder to seal the latex, take the shine away and give a better base to paint over. Now I'm using a foundation which matches my skin tone, and I'm applying that over the edges of the toilet paper to blend it in with my skin.
Anger has a place in like this.
Now using a red face paint, we're going to take that with a sponge and apply that to the inside of the cut.
Anger has a place in like this.
You want to make sure you get into all the edges and the sides of the cut. You could use a smaller brush or an applicator to apply that with.
Anger has a place in all of this.
Then I'm taking a black face paint with a small sponge and mainly applying that very lightly around the edges of the cut, and then dabbing it around the centre to make it look deeper and more flesh-like. Then I'm taking a bigger sponge, a clean end of it, and starting to blend that in. Then I'm going to start dabbing around the edges of the cut to make it look really irritated and sore. This also helps the blending in process.
Anger has a place in all of this.
Now I'm using a coagulated blood and a cotton swab to apply that into the cut. I'm applying it lightly to the centre and around the edges. Just make sure that you keep this inside the cut.
In all of this.
Now I'm using a squirt blood. I'm using this tool so I can apply the blood into the scoop end of the tool, and then I can apply it much more precisely in the cut where I want it to be.
Anger has a place in all of this.
This was originally going to be the last step of this look. However, I went and showed my dad, and he said that because the cut is so deep, you should be able to see the side of your knuckles. So I went back to my desk, got my latex out, and applied a dab of latex on both knuckles. Then I took a small amount of the tissue paper again and applied that to the latex that was just stuck down. And then we take more latex and apply that over the tissue paper to blend it back in and to stick it properly. And we do this for both the knuckles.
Anger has a place in all of this.
Then I'm taking a white face paint and we're applying that lightly over the bones. Obviously the bones aren't going to be completely white as they have been covered in blood, so we're taking a red face paint and applying that lightly and messily around the edges of the white face paint.
Has a place in all of this.
Then just apply the white and the red face paint until you get the desired look that you want.
Has a place in all of this.
now I'm going back in with coagulated blood and I'm applying that on the red face paint around the bones.
Anger has a place in all of this.
Then I'm going to the squirt blood once again and I'm applying that around the bones, a bit more around the edges of the cut, and then I'm going to go back with my tool and mat it up and apply a bit of that splattered on over the bones so they're not totally clean. And then that is it. We are finished with this look. As you can see, the bones where the joints are, they look really realistic at the moment because your thumb bends around them and it's easy to bend your thumb with them there as well, but it just looks disgusting. So next I will show you a few photographs of the finished look which have not been edited whatsoever.
Attempted to do this before, and literally as I was going and doing this I thought, what the hell am I doing? It looks pathetic. But then once I've blended it in and I've painted it, I don't think it looks that bad. And originally I didn't put the bone joints in there, but I went and showed my dad and he said that if a cut was that deep you'd probably see the bones, so I've added them in and I do think it gives it more dimension. Yeah, I think it makes it look a lot more realistic. So I recorded that bit and then I give it to you. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And if there's anything you want to see in particular or want me to have a go at or recreate, whatever, then leave it in the comments below. And all the products that I've used in this tutorial I will also list in the box down there, so you can find them, buy them, whatever. And subscribe to my channel. Yeah. And if you subscribe to my channel you can keep an eye out on what I'm going to do in the future.
Even better than I was the last time, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Are we back?